Alright guys, back in the video, and this time we're going to be doing something a little different, but before we get started with the discussion, and I want you guys to make sure you leave comments in this comment section. I want Bandai to be able to see these things. I want to be able to share this to the group, and then be like, Bandai, please check out the comment section, because I want everybody to be heard and to express themselves. But before we get to that part, I want to plug Third Dimensional Printing. They made this deck box for me. Airfare Gaming, if you don't know, that's my storefront on TCG Player, link in the description. And check it out if you ever need anything before you go anywhere else, I guess, if you can, to support me and the channel. But the deck box is really awesome. It's got my favorite characters on it, Trunks, Future Trunks, and Cooler. But in the near future, we're going to have custom Icarus deck boxes made for the channel with Airfare Gaming on the top and Icarus on the side. And basically, there's going to be 7 exclusive deck boxes, 1 for each star ball. But you guys will be prompted on that, but make sure you hit that notification bell so you are notified when I do post a video, because it will be in the description of one of my videos going forward. And there will only be 7 of them, so you'll be one of the 7 people that own each one of the, you'll know if you have the 1-star ball, because you're the only one that has a 1-star ball. But make sure you go like this page, and I'm pretty sure, yes, likes, yeah. Make sure you like this page and check out the things they've made already, like that custom Puna box and everything. It's really nice. And they make other things like that statue, and they have really cool things, whether it's Dragon Ball or Pokemon or whatever you want it to be. But yeah, make sure you smash that like button and message them checking out for products and stuff like that. Yeah, some of my teammates are already done so. But the thing I really want to talk about is the formats going forward. Now, we're going to have this thing called the trickle-down effect. As you've seen recently, we had a double ban list, basically, for the same ban list, but we had an updated version. So we had certain cards hit, and then they left out some stuff, right? Because nobody broke it. But like in the position that we were in, those cards were just not being played, so they didn't, or that at that amount. But we knew that things were about to be shaken up a little bit. So they went back and like, screw it, we're gonna errata some of these cards and ban some of these cards and unban one of these cards that we shouldn't have banned in the first place, and we're trying to balance the format, right? Format is balanced. People were like, woo, everything's wide open. But then we were like, wow, Zamasu Eliminator is really overbearing whenever the other cards were hit, because there's no OTKs, no crazy turn 2 kills, so it's not as easy to play multicolor. But Bandai wants to push multicolor, and they want to push mid-range gameplay. They don't want extremely long games, that's why they hit Baby, and then they don't want extremely short games, is why they hit the aggro, like the turn 2 kills, Dark Broly, and stuff like that. So we're in a position to where we got what Bandai wants, right? But people are going to realize that we're going to be in tight-knit format, especially when they continue to print underpowered set 14, 15-ish cards. So if Bandai does not actually push set 16, because set 15 already looks like a dud in relation to power level, we're going to be stuck in a position to where we're going to start having to continue to hit cards like Zamasu Eliminator, hit cards like Bojack, depending on whatever, hit cards like Oceanus Siron, because we don't want people decking out, and it's going to continue to trickle down to the point where, now we need to hit SS4 Gogeta because we don't have yellow in the format, and that card's overpowered when yellow and blue are weak. So and then green will be superpowered, so then we're going to have to hit Frieza Counterplay, and because the format is weird. But yeah, and then Black Aggro is back because we didn't touch Gogeta thwarting the Dark Empire. So you see what I'm saying? Or we're going to have to touch Cell Surge because they're taking our hands, because we don't have a deck that draws a ton of cards in the format anymore, because Soul Striker is hit, and that deck already was struggling against green. We already have, we don't have a deck like Hydra Dragon that draws a ton of cards, so we don't have something to keep that in check. We have to continue to be a little more patient when it comes to hitting things on the list, because the more we just continue to ban and limit cards, we will be stuck in a position to where things are going to continue to get hit until the power level is on set 14 and 15 level, and even then we're still going to have something better than those decks, because like set 1 Green Broly is better than most of those decks. Set 1 Golden Frieza is better than some of those decks. Broly, the yellow leader, the one that got errata, is still better than most of those leaders with the new support. Like, we're going to be in a position to where Hatchak is too good, and we don't have enough dual attack in the format, and it's just silly, because we're going to continue to run into situations where something is better than the new stuff. So the new stuff needs to be better than some of the older stuff, so we can actually be pushed towards those new cards and actually feel like we need to open product and go to case tournaments and want to pre-order product to make the stores money and make Bandai pre-orders better, and so that they can support us. So we're going to be in a situation to where we have to start being more careful about what we wish for on the ban list, what we complain about, voicing our opinions more accurately. Also, for the casual players, please try to get better and adjust to the format before screaming for cards to get hit on the ban list. If you realize your deck is not in a good position because of something else that's being played, play something else. I hate to say it, but Soul Striker is one of my favorite leaders of all time. The reboot, and I still haven't played it because it's still not been favored, in my opinion, at my local scene. So, even though it has done well, shout out to EJ at our locals, he's the only one that's really played that leader. But that doesn't mean you have to give up on something. I'm saying, but if you feel like you're not successful with something, look into yourself. Look into the decks you're playing against. Sometimes you're just unfavored. If I'm playing Cooler and I'm playing his hand destruction, I know that I'm probably going to lose. So you have to really start playing things that are just versatile, and just in this format, it happens to be the best deck that is versatile. But then you have Gogeta, the Gogeta Xeno with the Thor and Dark Empire, and then decks that just play this card. And then you have Launch and other decks that are still playable. So there's more than a few decks that are being played and can be played. So make sure that you're not just giving up on the format and then wanting things to be banned because you're just not successful with what you want to play at the current moment. So you might just have to adjust and play a different deck or a different leader or something to adjust. So make sure you leave your comments below on what you think on the situation, because I do think that it's going to be very hard for Bandai to tackle going forward if they continue to print lower power level cards other than like a few SRs. As I said earlier, before, my third take of this video, I had to retake it. Oceanus and Ultra Instinct Goku, you see how they're on the first page? And the S is for Gogeta. Those are the best cards from set 14, as you see that they're best selling. But if you come look, these anniversary box cards are extremely relevant. So people do like these kinds of cards. So it is showing you that we, as a community, want to buy new cards. All these are the reprints. And the reprints and the anniversary box cards in general. Extremely relevant in the sense that that's what people want to buy. So Bandai likes to push new cards, but they need to push new cards that are on the power level of other cards. So, but 714 didn't do that, and it looks like 715 is not doing that. Some of these cards inside the anniversary box are better. They're better than set 14 cards. So we do need to take that into account, that Bandai has to quit trying to listen to us so much when it comes to certain things and trust in the natural part of power creep that is creating better cards so that people want to actually buy the new cards. And it's a Yu-Gi-Oh! Type mentality, and it sucks because there's no way to completely balance out a card game. We have to eventually want to buy the new cards, right? So, make sure you leave your comments below and share this video and do whatever you can to make sure this video is seen by your friends. And I want your friends and your friends' friends to leave comments, because that's just how we grow as a community. We need to know what everybody else thinks. If you disagree with me, please feel free to comment below and interact with the video. I don't say that my word is the end-all, be-all. I just expressing myself because I do see a problem that Bandai will have to take care of. But make sure you, like I said, smash that like button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.